Hi, welcome back friend. Here in this lesson you are going to learn about color correction and tone correction in Lightroom. So let's get started. So first we need to do a white balance to make our image the proper reference. Okay, I've taken this photo few months back, and I want to enhance this image color grade. So this was shot in the sunset time in the evening with low light conditions, and I want to emphasize its color. I want to make this water more clear, more blue, and make this person more visible. So let's change this intensity. First we need to turn the temperature a little bit blue, and then we have to change the exposure a little bit, increasing in direction. You can experiment with texture and other properties such as vibrance, but we will go with the basic settings. Just increase the highlights because we want the highlights to be more clearly visible. We will increase the value for shadows as well because we want the darker portions where the shadows has been formed to be visible, because it was shot in the sunset, so sun was in a direction, and various portions of the photo got covered into shadows. So in order to emphasize that portion, shadow could be increased. In a similar way, we can reduce the brightness in the white sections. So reduce the intensity of the white as well as black, the darker portion. So there will be less difference between the white, black, highlights and shadows. You can just play with this slider controls to visualize what you're actually expecting. So I want to highlight this photo because editing a photo also requires your understanding of the photo. So I explained to you in which situation this photo was shot. It was shot in the sunset time with the directional light from one direction. It has a various shadows. So here we want to increase the value of highlights and shadows, decreasing the value of whites and black. And also we can change different more things like clarity. If you reduce the clarity, your photo will be faded, and if you increase the clarity, it will have more pixel values that are generally artificially created. But the clarity parameter doesn't change the photo very much, although if you reduce it will affect. It can be used for masking some things, like that can be used for censoring purpose. You can select a particular area with auto brush and reduce the clarity in order to hide that information. You can increase the exposure to get this image more vibrant, because we want to have a little bit clear difference between the highlights and the shadows, and they must be visible. Also, you can go to the tone curve and other HSL and other components, but this time I think this much correction is well and good. So you can see that this final photo looks good, but looks better than the previous one, and now it feels like it has been shot in the sunny climate with a vibrant light. Try editing your own photos in similar situations and other situations. Keep learning and keep moving ahead.